This practical training video for Follow Up Boss will be about how to export your contacts from LinkedIn and add them to your Follow Up Boss account. So if you are on your LinkedIn homepage, on the top right-hand corner, there's a Me button with an arrow. You click on that arrow and go to Settings and Privacy. When you pull that up, it will have a bunch of different areas you can click on, but in order to find your contacts, you go to Data Privacy. Following Data Privacy, you can click on Get a Copy of Your Data. I preemptively did this because it takes a little bit to download your contact list, but when doing so, if you can take a look at the part that is grayed out right over here, want something in particular. Select the data files you're most interested in downloading. So you can click any of these buttons. Here, as you can see, I clicked Connections and I downloaded or requested my new archive. When I clicked that, it gave me a minute to download it. It took about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it will send an email to your Gmail account that's connected to your LinkedIn account. So let me show you what that email looks like. It will pop up and let you know that your data is ready, and you can click on the link. That link will bring you back to LinkedIn, where you can export your data. Okay, as you can see, we're back to the same page, and you can download your archive. So once you click here, it will download it into a zip drive. In the zip drive, once you go into your downloads, it will have this little squiggly line on it, meaning that it's a zip, meaning there's something else in there. So if you double click on that, it will open up the zip drive, and that's where you'll be able to find your CSV connections. So let's get that into Follow Up Boss. Here on Follow Up Boss, to import contacts, you go to Admin, Import, and then you can import your contacts from any CSV file. Click Upload Your CSV, and it will bring up all of your downloads. As you can see, the zip drive over here on mine, and it may look different on yours depending on your computer. I'm using a Chromebook. If you click here where that zip drive was and I open that zip drive, it will have my connections. So you can click Open, and it will process your connections. Depending on how many connections are in this CSV file will depend on how long it takes to upload your clients. But it will pop up with the columns you want to include. I always want to include their first name, so I save that, and the last name for your contact. If they have an email, remember on LinkedIn, that they don't always include their email address on LinkedIn. So some people may have it in there, some people will not. But I save that anyway for those that do include their email address. I'd like to know what company they're at. You can also select their position if you want to tag their positions, and if you want to include where they're connected on. I don't want to include when I was connected to them, so I'm going to skip this field and not include it in my import. Now that that's all finished, you can do Save and Continue. And there's about 1,700 contacts that are ready for import. Make sure that the assigned agent, which is you, is where these contacts are going towards. You can pick somebody else, but these are yours, so make sure they're going to you. And I like to start everybody in the lead stage, because that way I can sort through them and see what stage I really want them to be in. Are they hot prospects of renter? Are they continued clients? Are they active clients? Are they in my sphere? If it's LinkedIn, it may be people within your sphere, so maybe you want to keep them there. But it's up to you where you want to add them. But I always start them, in lead, so then I can sort through them. You can add a tag. So maybe here I want to add in that they are my LinkedIn contacts. So I know that these people are coming from LinkedIn. So if I ever want to look them up as a group, I can always type that tag in. And once you click here, it will import your contacts.